Alright guys, just getting the .75 set up today, and I thought I'd give a couple of gear items and thoughts I have around mobile hunting that really help me just be efficient. So starting off, I want to talk about this gear item. This is the Night Eyes gear tie, and I really like this for using this to like pack up all my stuff, get my bag on my stand and my extra layers. It obviously clips tight or clips through there, and then this is like a one-way cinching system, and I can pull this tighter than any bungee. I find it very fast and easy to operate. Another huge advantage to this as a strapping type mechanism is in sets that are low, anywhere let's call it like 6 to 10 foot, you can actually use this as your bow rope. And what's nice there is it's not an extra step to get your bow rope out of your bag, or if you attach it to your stand, it's literally already out from transport of gear and clothes. You can simply just strap this guy up and use it to pull your bow up. I will say the orange is a little easier to see. I've had the tan one before. I do cut it to my preferred length. That's really up to you, but works really well. And the orange is a touch easier to see if you keep extra straps and BS at the base of your tree. Something else I'm a huge fan of is having a bow holder on your stand. And even if you're a guy that likes to sit traditionally and have your bow behind you in the tree, or you like one that kind of comes forward and can pick it up in front of you, I still think having these, now that they're significantly lighter than 2 years ago, is worth having on the stand. One, if you're hunting low and you're kind of getting ready to get up into the stand, sometimes on the ground you can actually grab your bow and actually put it in it from the base, so you don't even need a tow rope in some instances. Other times I could see it being really nice to have a bow holder in your stand. It's just when you get ready at the base, at the start of your hunt, when you generally have your bag on here, you're organizing your pockets, pulling this bow up, putting an arrow in it so it's kind of ready, and having it out of the way now for two-hand operation with your bag. You organize your pockets. If a deer comes in, you're still in position. Then you screw your bad boy in here. I, am using the bow holder as my primary holder 50 to 60% of the time. There are a lot of hunts where I put something in the tree because I think the opportunity is going to happen over here, and it just makes a lot more sense. I like having it over here on the right side to like reach across my body, because then I'm going right to the grip. Like it's a grip. The other thing, like, I will play with the kick on this guy and the location is I would probably be hunting like this with my right hand on the cam and take it off. Big fan of having a bow holder in the tree stand for sure. Another thing guys liked at the road show that I'm going to mention here, this is my bow rope, and on the end you can see I got a gear tie on this. One, the gear tie kind of helps it stay organized, and then obviously a gear tie is rubberized, so there's no carabiner or clip to like make any sort of noise. I probably don't pack this the very best. I kind of just roll it around my hand, and once I get close to the end I go the other way to kind of cinch it up. You can see it unfolds pretty well, not as good as some. The other thing is I have added, let's see here if the camera can pick this up, I've added knots on this bad boy every so often, just for that hand over hand, makes it a little bit easier. The other thing that I do that I think is very different is I don't like to climb with this attached. I've had my tow rope catch a stick and it want to kick out. It seems to get tangled. Maybe you get to a point you pull the bow up and it swings and hits right into branches or your sticks. It's just a kind of a conundrum. So I do go up and down twice when I hang my tree stands, and a lot of that's due to layering systems. I like to hang in a lighter, my most like basic layering system, hang my tree stand, do all my work, and then come down to the base of the tree and get dressed for the hunt. But a lot of times I will be up in the tree stand and I will pick kind of the best way to pull my bow up at that point, and I will drop this down. The other thing that lets me do is, let's say I've got a little bit of, I can pull this thing up about 3, maybe even 4 to 6 feet, and then tie it around my seat so it actually is sitting in the air at the base of my tree. And what that does is I can tie my bow on, and I don't have to worry about that initial happening where you like pull your bow up and it swings all of a sudden into a branch. Because that thing's already like upright or off the ground, and it's not that initial jerking type motion, it works a lot better. So that is a couple things that I do with my tow rope system to maybe be a little bit more effective. This is the bag I use actually, and I do this, and I run this bag all season. This is the XOP Striker Evolution bag. I do add a piece of looping to like the traditional point of contact or loop guy here and that is so it goes on my camera arm a little easier. But I think it's important to run this thing and put things in the same pockets every hunt. I heard the term, you want your gear like a fire truck, like always ready to go on the next mission. And I think that's really true with hunting bags. You know, start of the season, I'm not taking as much water, I'm not taking as much food, but come the rut, when all of a sudden it's Tuesday and I'm off work and I'm gonna be hunting like 5 out of the next 7 days, having this bag that I've kind of figured out where I like stuff over, say, mid-October, and everything's organized in the right pouches, once I find that system, man, I stick with it. A couple other things I wanted to mention. Obviously, the Ropeman 1 is a very popular item. Aftermarket carabiners, they weigh way less than what comes with your standard harness. I do run 2 carabiners on my lineman's belt, one on each side, and sometimes that's nice for, quickly getting dressed or around branches. There is a little bit of benefit there. On the harness, I do have the XOP stick holster, guys, to like hold my sticks better when climbing. This harness is really nice in that it's a very minimalist harness, and where that kind of really shines is actually like after the hunt. If I'm gonna pack up after a morning hunt and do some scouting, I can take this off and stash it in a bag very quickly. I don't have to be walking around the woods with quite as much. Just a nice feature. So I'm pretty excited about this .75. This is my first real look at it. I actually got this. Always been a fan of the 1.0 over the .5, just I'm a longer sitter. So I'm pretty excited to check this out and run it this fall. I've ordered some Kafaru straps, which aren't in yet. They're shifting headquarters, and so like that order may not come in, so I might have to put the Kuiu straps back on this bad boy, but that's probably how I'll start the season running it. Appreciate you guys watching the video. Team Harder than Bucks, we're out.